Hello everyone, hope you guys can hear me. Today's Thursday, hope you guys are having a great day. Still in the middle of the summer. Keep forgetting that we're in summer. For some reason I keep thinking that we're like still in spring or something. Um, Probably because I'm just always busy doing stuff. Um, I think I said today's Thursday. Today's Friday. Wow. Yeah, today's Friday. Damn. Yeah, this week went by kind of fast. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. Um, I want to do a live stream, talk about a couple of things, a couple of topics. Um, just get rid of this real quick. Um, yeah, just wanted to do this live stream, talk about a couple of things. Couple stuff about Zelda, Ghost of Yotei, and some other topics. First thing I wanted to talk about right now is look at a video that Jada Concept did. It's about the recent stuff with The Legend of Zelda and Ghost of Yotei. I actually want to talk about the Legend of Zelda stuff first because I feel like that's like a major topic that's going on right now for some weird reason. But that is the first major thing I want to talk about. So let's dive into this video really quick. Before I before we talk about this, which is something I do want to talk about, let's go into the let's go into the Legend of Zelda stuff first. I want to look at that first because that's like what's main topic
It's bullshit.
right now.
This
So we're gonna get into this. Don't worry, we're gonna get into this. But this is the main thing I want to talk
She's
about.
ugly. I'm just gonna rip the bandit. I don't give a fuck for real. She is, cause she don't mind saying negative shit to people in general. Her whole social media account is an activist platform. So she puts her personal feelings out there all the fucking time. I don't give a fuck. She's ugly as hell. She's ugly. She's fat.
Hold on, I think he's still talking about that, and let's zoom past this a little bit so we can get into the Legend of Zelda stuff.
Literally, and I don't mean it in a good way. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. I want to get.
All right, here it is.
Because I'm tired of talking about ugly people. I want to talk about good-looking people. Let's go. Guys, I think we gotta win. I think we gotta win. You guys remember my video?
So if you for those of you guys that don't know, um, Nintendo's making a Legend of Zelda movie, right? Um, Nintendo's obviously been trying to make like most of the properties into movies. They did it with the Mario movie, even though the Mario movie was an animated movie. Um, the next property is Legend of Zelda. Zelda is a very popular franchise. It's been very popular for over 20 decades. Like ever since the 90s, this thing has been very popular. And it looks like they're making a live action film adaptation of it. I'm just gonna be honest. I would prefer a animated film, but I guess this is okay for what they're doing. And for some weird reason, which he's going to put in here, there's been a weird rumor fan casting going around on the internet that apparently someone named Hunter Schafer, um, their image might fool you, but it's actually a biological male who thinks they're a female. There's been a very weird push for people wanting that person to play Princess Zelda for this film, and already it's just weird enough because it's just like, why do you want someone who, mind you, is not a female play an actual female role? Like it makes no sense. Um, and apparently because Nintendo casted an actual female, which I'm just gonna be honest, I'm really happy they did that. These people are getting upset. These weirdos online are very upset about it, and he's gonna talk about it right here. So let's play the video.
You guys remember this? That got banned. That got taken down, and then it got re-uploaded again because YouTube realized it was not right and it was unfair. Fuck YouTube. They literally got rid of my video. You guys remember this video, right? You guys remember my video, right? That they nuked to oblivion? They nuked this video to oblivion. This video would have had probably 30,000 views. My video. You guys remember this video, right?
Hold on a minute.
You guys remember my video, right? That they nuked to oblivion?
Yeah, so if you can see on the screen right here, this is the person I'm talking about. This is a biological male that apparently some fan, I believe it was on TikTok, believed that this person looks just like Zelda and they wanted them to play Princess Zelda. Mind you, they always use like this same image right here just because like it's just like this specific image right here kind of looks like Zelda in a way, even though I personally don't think it does. But like when you even look at the person, like like listen to interviews or look at pictures of them, they just don't look like Zelda. It's just that just one image right here that oh, they kind of look elvish, they kind of look like Princess Zelda. But yeah, this was like a very like bizarre fan casting that they wanted to do. I'm really confused on how far this went. Like this got really far on Twitter. I'm actually gonna bring up some. I'm actually going to bring up some tweets in a second, but this went pretty far, and I am shocked to see how far this went. Like, it is absolutely insane how far this has gone. But, yeah, the point is they casted an actual female and a dude to play Zelda and Link, which I'm really happy about. Like I said, I would have preferred this to be animated, but they're doing live action, so I guess that's fine. I think this is going to be kind of strange because for those who don't know, if whoever haven't played Zelda, Link doesn't talk that much, so it's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of it's gonna be kind of hard to like do this because I'm pretty sure the fan base wouldn't want like Link to talk. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let's continue the video.
They nuked this video to oblivion. This video would have had probably 30,000 views, but they nuked it because they realized. Let me put it like this, right? They hit me with the yellow dollar sign of death. And if you guys don't know by YouTube terms of how creators talk about the yellow dollar sign of death, right? The yellow dollar sign of death is basically death for your video, which means that they're not going to push it like they will push a green dollar sign video, right? So my video had the yellow dollar sign of death. I didn't give a fuck because I wanted to get this message out there. Normally I don't post that shit because I know it's going to get nuked. So I posted it anyway. I didn't care. This video still almost got 10,000 views in one day. So, you know what YouTube did, right? They deleted it completely. They deleted it out of nowhere. You gave me the yellow dollar sign, the limited one, right? And then you deleted my video because you saw it picking up steam. Fuck you. And then I posted it to Rumble, talked to some studio heads at YouTube, and presto, it's back the next day. But guess what? It's too late because you nuked it. So now it's going to get nowhere. This video would have had 30,000 views, but it didn't. Because they didn't want me talking about Zelda being played by a man, by Hunter Schafer. I don't care. He's a man. All these people saying, it's a female. No, it's not a female. But now, Nintendo caught on. They're actually being played by a female. Is it thanks to me? I don't know. I'm going to take credit for this, though.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Nintendo's a Japanese company. I don't think they ever intended to have a guy play Zelda. I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't even think that was ever in the cards. I feel like this is just something that fans were just pushing, that they really wanted this to happen. But I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't think this was ever going to happen. Like, you are insane if you thought this was going to like be a thing. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. And there are just a lot of like, gaslighters online, these weirdos online, especially like some of these guys saying that this person is the guy Hunter Schafer is perfect for the role of Zelda, and it's just like, dude, like you can just tell that some people are just not fans of certain properties.
Look at this. She getting played by an actual woman. This is y'all Zelda, people. We won. We won. So I wasn't gonna take that shit. And I'm pretty sure Nintendo wasn't going to take it either with their IP. So, I'm going to show you guys something. All right, she's a good-looking person, too. Yeah, this is Zelda at the, well...
So, this is going to be Zelda, and this is going to be Link. Not gonna lie, the Link, it's okay, you know. They're going to have to, obviously, going to have to give him, like, either, like, a wig or, like, make him dye his hair blonde. But, hey, this is going to be our Link and Zelda. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And I will say I'm not like the biggest fan of Zelda. Like most of the Zelda games I played were like during the GameCube days. In terms of the new stuff, I usually just watch like other people play it or watch like the cutscenes on YouTube. But I still like some of the characters. Like I used to play Soul Calibur 2 on my GameCube. I love playing as Link. So and I love using Link when I play Smash Bros. So I guess you could say I'm kind of a fan of the. I'm like I'm like a I wouldn't say like I'm a diehard fan, but I'm interested in the franchise. But overall, if someone is a female in a franchise, they should be played by a female. And similar, if someone's a male, they need to be played by a male. Like this weird ideology, like again, this weird ideology thinking that if you put on a wig and makeup, that automatically makes you a woman. Like people need to we need to stop dreaming and just get back into reality. It's simple as that.
This is Zelda at the top, and I think this is Link at the bottom. They both look. That's interesting because Zelda in the game and Link in the game, they kind of look like they're related to each other, right? So good choice. So without further ado, right? I'm gonna show you all these comments right quick. You want to see people freaking the fuck out? Let me tell you how sick people are, right? So we actually got a woman to play a woman character, right, in a video game. Like in a video game movie, right? Let me show you what the comments are saying right now. Why do I feel like Hunter Schafer would absolutely nail this? What do you think?
Like, and again, no, like people think that a lot of people are saying this. There is actually not a lot of people thinking this. Like, it's a very, very small crowd of people. Like, it's not that big. It's really not. Like, look at this. This has only 5 likes, but 54 comments. Obviously, this person getting crucified in the comic section.
That's because you're an activist. Isn't Zelda a dude though? No. Bigots.
Isn't Zelda a dude though? Yeah. Obviously, you can tell that most of these people are leftists just by looking at this. And again, I don't like to get too political when it comes to like modern entertainment and stuff, but the West really has pushed a lot of politics in modern entertainment, and it's mostly left-wing people. I'm just going to be completely honest. And you could tell it's that type of people that are having this reaction with the casting for Zelda.
Bigots because we hired a woman to play a woman role.
That's it. Like you got to think about that. They're actually calling the fan base and Nintendo bigots because they cast a female to play a female role. Like I want you to think about that for a second. Like I really want you to think about that cuz we are not joking. I'm not joking. This is a biological male right here. This is not a female. This is a biological male who one day said I want to be a female. This is not a female, guys. This is not a female. This is a male. And they're upset because their fan casting did not get the role. And another reason why the fan casting went so far is because I believe it was the agency that Hunter Schafer is under. I think they like attached themselves to like this rumor, and then I guess it started spreading, and people like Screen Rant started to report about it, saying that Hunter Schafer is being eyed to play the role, and automatically it just triggered a lot of red flags. A lot of people were worried, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of worried at the beginning because knowing how Hollywood is, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, you gotta remember this is a Japanese property. Like this is from Nintendo, and obviously most of the woke stuff is kind of dying down because a lot of these companies are starting to realize like, yo, this shit doesn't make us any money. This like get this shit out of here. So at that point, I was just like, I don't think it's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna get an actual female to get this role because if they did cast this person, the movie would have been dead in the water. There would have been a huge backlash over this, and I feel like Nintendo would have caught on to the backlash, and they would have removed this person from the role. So even if this person was cast, I feel like Nintendo would have removed her. And also, it depends on who's doing it. I feel like Hollywood's doing this. I think Hollywood's doing the movie, but Nintendo is like overseeing everything. So that's probably why this BS didn't go through. So because if Nintendo if they just put Nintendo in the credits like, like a like an executive producer, or like on production or something, they would obviously this would have happened. But because most likely Nintendo is overseeing this entire project.
Oh, you people are sick. Y'all only care about your agenda. That's literally it. Listen, don't y'all find it funny how the people who claim us to be sexual are the most sexual ones out of everybody? And they don't even realize it because they see so much. You know when you get really angry, you actually start saying what you actually believe? This is why these people show their true colors immediately when you piss them off. That's why I love pissing y'all off. Because as soon as I piss y'all off, y'all say exactly what y'all actually believe. Y'all show y'all true colors all the time. So Zelda being played by a woman is actually controversial. I never thought we would be living in this time.
And you gotta remember too, guys. I want you guys to understand, put this in perspective. The same people are pushing for a guy to play a female role. These are the same people that push the same ideology that, black people have to voice act black roles in anime, even though these quote unquote black characters are just Japanese people with a tan. These are the same type of people. And obviously, of course, they want black people to voice black characters in Western entertainment. There's I think ever since like beginning of the 2020s, a lot of these characters from certain series that were black characters, the original voice actors walked away because of this whole thing. Like the original voice actor for Cleveland from Family Guy, that was always played by a white guy, and I never knew that. So he walked away, and then they hired like a black guy to play Cleveland. I'm just gonna be honest. I honestly didn't see what was the problem with the original actor playing him. Same thing with there was a series called Big Mouth. There was like a black girl in the show. She was played by a white girl, and she dropped the role over the same BS. So keep that in mind. These are the same people that will complain about stuff like that. But apparently, they find it problematic that a woman playing a woman role. Like, keep that in mind, people.
Time period right now, but we are. Hunter Schafer, I don't give a fuck. You're a man. I don't care if you look close like it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. You're a fucking man. You have a penis. I don't care. Are people actually gonna watch this trash? If they do it correctly, they will. They watched the Mario movie, so yeah, I think they will. Zelda will not be played as a dude in the dress we won. Absolutely, I feel you. What? But Hunter Schafer was so perfect for that role. If you're a man,
and that's a guy saying that too. That's a guy saying that.
And saying this shit, you are gay as hell. I don't care. And I'm not saying this as an insult, I'm saying this as a fact. It's not an insult if I'm calling you gay. It's not. And if you take it as an insult, that means...
Now, I will be honest. When I did see this rumor, I had no idea who Hunter Schafer was. So when the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. They're doing this other movie. And then that's when I started looking into, because I started seeing videos and tweets on my timeline. And I'm just like, wait, this is a dude? And I'm just like, no, get this shit out of here. So maybe some people don't know, like in terms of the older tweets, like when this was first revealed like a couple of months ago, in terms of the original, those original tweets, I'm guessing some people don't know that maybe that's the guy. But obviously right now, if you're still saying that now, then obviously you have a problem, because this is clearly a guy. It's been debunked everywhere. So the fact that you're still pushing for this BS is insanity.
You take gay as an insult, or that classification as an insult. So don't do that to me. I'm not anti-gay. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. I think Hunter Schafer would have killed this role. She looks perfect. You mean he? Get it right. We want Hunter. No, we don't. Y'all are by yourselves. Y'all are literally by yourselves.
And it's literally what it is. Nobody is preaching about this. It's literally a very small group of people. Like, even though you're gonna go on Twitter, you're gonna see a lot of these posts, it's not the majority of the fan base. It's really not. It's a very, very small group of people.
I don't understand why they think that these pro-transformer people are literally the majority. Y'all don't have no power. The only reason why Hollywood does what y'all want is because the people in Hollywood are y'all. If it was ran by actual people who just cared about money and not activism, they would literally not give a fuck about y'all. But because it's y'all infiltrated the field of entertainment, of video games, of everything, now y'all have power to change shit, and y'all see that the world does not parrot y'all same talking views. That's the reason why every movie y'all take over fails. Have y'all realized this by now? Y'all have.
Ever since the 2020s, when this whole BS, like promoting diversity, all this like women empowerment, like ever since this began in the 2020s, every project, like 90% of these projects have failed in terms of movies, shows, and video games. All of these projects have failed. None of these were gangbusters. The only there's a few, there's like a maybe like a few of them here and there, like very few anomalies, but still majority of these properties have failed. Hollywood has lost a lot of money in the past 5 years. They have lost a lot of money, like billions of dollars, people, not millions, billions of dollars. Like Disney alone, I think I think it was said that Disney lost like over like what like over $5 billion in the past couple, probably more than that. Like they lost so much money. Like literally, there has been reports saying that Disney is surviving right now, like mainly because of the parks. Like the parks is one of the main reasons why they are surviving. Like this is insane. Like you guys are not making money. Why are you still making this slop? And you're still trying to push it. It's just insane.
Have it because y'all have a fucking narcissistic tendency to believe that y'all worldview is the correct one, and that everybody shares y'all opinions, and whoever doesn't is a fucking bigot or whatever, like an evil person. Y'all actually the evil people, and y'all don't even see it. The hypocrisy. Jesus Christ, they did my girl wrong. They did my man wrong. She was obvious. He was obviously the right candidate. Don't play with me. She was literally right. He was literally right there. Huge W to the transphobe community. Absolutely. If being
this dude is so based. Yeah, 100% agree with this dude right here.
pro women is being a transphobe, then guilty.
Yeah, yeah. If you find being pro women transphobic, then by all means, I'll take it, because that is insane to me. Like you say that you want women's rights and you're a true feminist, and yet you're pushing a guy to play a female role. Like for any female that believes that Hunter Schafer should have played this role and you call yourself a feminist, like you are a fraud. You are a fraud.
Women to have their roles. I don't want women to be stuck, to have their roles impede on. Apparently y'all do, but y'all claim y'all feminists. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Notice how when their agenda is, I would say, getting attacked, right? They start to show that they're very anti-women. LARPing as a woman and then claiming that it's female empowerment and female rights. Make that shit make sense. We got a W, people. I just wanted to show y'all that for a second. But I also want to show y'all some more Gooner shit. Well, some Gooner shit.
But yeah, that was like the main. So yeah. So basically, to sum it up, Legend of Zelda, they're making a movie, live action. Like I said, I would have preferred an animated film, but they're doing live action. I will be checking it out. I think they said it's coming out like spring 2027, so it's like 2 years away. Really happy with the choices they picked for the roles. This Hunter Schafer shit, like I just don't understand it. Like I actually want to show you a tweet. I actually want to show you something. Let me open X real quick. I don't know if you guys call it X. I call it either X or Twitter. It doesn't matter. Hold on, let me sign in real quick. Sign in real quick. Bruh. Okay, so there was this person on Twitter. I just found this out today. There was like someone major on Twitter. Well, I don't want to say major, but like someone who's been really pushing this on Twitter. So let me show you this. Show you this real quick. So this person named Brianna Wu, um, she's from Massachusetts, my state. So very leftist. They've been pushing for this person to play Zelda. So I was right here. Like I'm sorry. This is silly. If anyone was ever born to play Princess Zelda, it was Hunter Schafer. Like this was like the biggest person on Twitter to push this fan casting, and obviously, you know, the end result, yeah, it looks like she's having. So she's been having a lot of hateful things to say about this. So, and then I want to bring up this tweet that Savvy brought up from her. So Savvy's a really I heard a lot of things about this person. Really knows the insides in terms of like entertainment and gaming. Highly suggest you guys follow her. She has a lot of information. But I just realized that this person, Brianna Wood, that's been pushing this, they're a trans person themselves. So automatically, it just goes to show you like the type of people who are wanting this shit. It's literally self-insert. It's literally you're just pushing this because it's a self-insert and you feel like it represents you. So you're proving to everyone that you are not a fan. You just want to be seen in something. That's literally what it is. And there's been a crazy comments too. Like I don't think she was saying stuff, but there's been other people claiming that we need to unalive the head of Nintendo for this. Like literal people saying this. Like it's insane. Listen to what Travis said right here. Hey retard, if trans women are women, why are you upset a woman is playing Zelda? Why do you need that special difference? Like she couldn't said it more perfect. Like because all these trans women believe that trans women are technically women. So why are you upset that the actual female is playing this role then? If the idea that trans women are quote unquote female. So yeah, all that matters is Nintendo listen to their fan. Well, I don't even say listen because, like I said, I highly doubt that Hunter Schafer casting was even gonna go through. Like I said, because Nintendo, for those of you who don't know, Nintendo is very strict when it comes to their ideals, which is a good thing and a bad thing when it comes to both sides of the fan base who love Nintendo. So that casting for Hunter Schafer was never gonna pass. Like I'm just being completely honest, it was never gonna pass. Because I was worried at first, because I know how Hollywood is nowadays. But then again, it's Nintendo. Nintendo is very strict when it comes to the IPs, so that shit was not gonna slide. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Let's get back to the beginning of the video because I really want to talk about this Ghost of Yotei stuff. So I did a stream last week talking about Ghost of Yotei. Obviously, I reacted to the PlayStation showcase for the game. Like I said, I thought it was a positive showcase in terms of what they showed us in terms of the gameplay. I even complimented the armors and the different designs that they had and the color variants. Like I complimented it, so I know a few people were calling me a hater, saying, "Oh, you don't like this new game because it doesn't feature a guy." I'm just like I said, I don't have a problem with female characters in lead roles. Like I really don't. Like some of my favorite series have females as a lead role. Like look at like Black Lagoon. Like I love Revy. I played Stellar Blade. I didn't play the Nier Automata game yet, but I've seen the anime. Like I have no problem with female characters. I really don't. One of my favorite female characters is Colin from Code Geass. Like, come on, I have no problem with female characters. The problem I have is how Hollywood writes female characters nowadays. Because before Hollywood, like in the 2000s, 2010s, I feel like Hollywood did a decent job writing female characters. Now it's just They're writing these insufferable female characters who think they're always right, they're better than the guy, they don't want to be that damsel in distress, like, and they just make them these perfect females with no flaws. And it's just like, dude, nobody wants to ingest that shit. So, but anyways, I want to talk about this video. Well, this segment in the video that Jay talked about for Ghost of Yotei, because there is some stuff that I overlooked, that I didn't notice was going on with the game in terms of the creation of the game, because it's a huge red flag. So let's take a look. I just don't understand why they picked her. Like, why did they pick her? Out of all people, why did they pick her? Like, there is so, like, bro, Japanese people are some of the most attractive females on the planet. And you pick her. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to sit here and just call people ugly, but like, I'm just gonna be honest. When it comes to gaming, gamers love attractive things, and I'm not talking about just just males. Like, females like attractive characters to attractive females. Like, come on. Like, why would you? Who would think this was the perfect choice? Like, let's continue. And like I said before, like that, this actress is a raging activist, raging leftist, raging activist. And if you couldn't tell, she's lesbian. Yes, yes, 100% agree. Yes, yes, 100% agree.
Yo, what's going on, people? I know it's been a minute. Been 10 days. No, 10 plus days. I've been busy. But the point is, though, right? There's been a lot of shit going on. There's been a lot of discourse going on. What the fuck is that? What is this? Ghost of Yotei. Listen, we got 3 things to talk about during this video. I'm going to touch on every single one of those. Pause. I'm going to touch on every single one of those. In probably not the right order. I know how I am. I like to bounce around and shit, but it is what it is. Hold on, let me fix this fucking camera right quick. So, without further ado, I had a live stream a long time ago about reacting to Ghost of Yotei, right? And the whole discourse surrounding it. I'm gonna keep on torturing y'all with this fucking video right here. I'm gonna just have this shit playing over and over again, so you guys can see this bullshit. What the fuck is she doing? Let me show you something right quick.
I've seen better, but I do agree. This looks kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie, but I've seen better. I'll say this: the reason why I just don't like how this looks is I just don't like her. Her build just makes no sense, especially for a role like this. Her build just makes no sense. That's like the main issue I have.
You get my point. So my point is this, right? I get it. Listen. Let me just tell you guys my honest opinions on what I think about Ghost of Yotei.
And I'm just so upset. Like, they're using her face, like they're using her face for the character model for the game. Like, I would have preferred if they used the the Japanese voice actor for this game. I think they show. I think he's gonna show it in this video.
Let me give you my honest opinion on what I think about Ghost of Yotei. Do I think the gameplay looks good? Yes. In order for me to say yeah,
And like I said last week, I think the gameplay looks good. I truly do. But like I said before, well, actually, I don't even think I said this before, but this could be a similar situation to Spider-Man 2 because Spider-Man 2 had great gameplay, but we all know what happened with the story, and I feel like it might be the case for this game as the video goes on because he's gonna show you what's like a huge major red flag for this game, and it's starting to unfold more reasons why they picked this actress to play the lead role.
yes to that, I would have to like the first one. The first one is fucking amazing. The gameplay is amazing. This game looks like it's doing the same shit, but with 3 more added weapons. So yeah, the gameplay looks good. If you ask me, does the graphics look good? I'm gonna say yes. I'll be lying if I said it doesn't look good. It looks more the same as the last one. It looks like, maybe just a little bit bumped up, but it still looks good, right? I'm not gonna lie about that. Now, if you ask me, do I like the main character and how she looks? No, I think she has a stupid ass face. Oh my god.
Like, I'm just sorry. Like, why would they pick her for the character model? Like, why?
She looks like bro, she looks retarded. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to rip it off, man. Listen. You guys know how I am. I'm honest as fuck. I have to. She looks like she has something wrong with her mentally. She does. Because the real life person does have something wrong with her. You don't think so? Okay.
Yeah. Mind you, she's been in many. She's been online tweeting many times. Like defund the police, all this stuff. A huge raging leftist and activist. Like she literally talks about this all the time.
Yeah, that's just a piece. This bitch is insane. So, listen, I get why people are basically not going to give this game a chance. I get it. I'm going to show you guys something too that you probably don't even know. Well, and quite frankly, I've been looking on the internet and I don't see many people talking about the writers of Ghost of Yotei. I'm going to just say this though too. I know people are going to ask me, hey Jay, do you like the story on how it's presented? On what they said the story is going to be? The story is basically Blue-Eyed Samurai. If you're
Yeah, Blue Eyed Samurai is literally at the premise of this game for what it sounds like.
gonna ask me this, Jay, did you like Blue-Eyed Samurai? Yes, I did. I actually loved it. Actually, I'm actually gonna say is I think Blue-Eyed Samurai is not woke at all, even though it could be woke.
I agree. I don't find this series to be like any sort of propaganda. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like they did a really good job writing this character. Like yeah, she was pretty nasty with the sword, but she wasn't perfect. She was making mistakes. She obviously, not just in fighting, but with certain relationships. Like I think she had an apprentice, the guy with no hands. You know, she was so focused on revenge and her mission that she suffered like a few consequences to it, and it just made her more of a real character, more relatable. And I think they did a good job writing her character. She was feminine at times. They didn't make her gay, which was shocking. Like I thought they were gonna make her gay in this series when I started watching it. Um, it was a really good series. It was a really good series.
Has potential to be woke. It's not woke. So I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to say that the game is woke yet. It has woke people working around it. Does the essence of it basically look like it's woke? Yeah, it does. If you guys ever had a LaCroix before, right? You guys don't know what a LaCroix is. A LaCroix is basically like a sparkling water, right? Sparkling water with different flavors and shit like that, right? But it literally just tastes like sparkling water. Let's say if you have a berry flavor, right? Like something that's like cherry flavored, right? Is literally like somebody just chewed, I would say like cherries, and then just ate it and then breathed in the container, and that's the cherry flavor. It's very faint. You know what I mean? Like it's like not even there. It still tastes like just straight up just sparkling water. You know what I'm saying? But it got a hint of cherry flavored in it. That's kind of what I think this game is going to be. I don't think that the game is going to be woke. I think that all the shit around it is going to be woke people working on it. But you still should worry about it, and I'm gonna show you why you should worry about it. It could do a complete 180 and just go straight up Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I highly doubt it. I still think this game is going to be more successful than Assassin's Creed Shadows. And you guys know
Without a doubt, this game will sell more than Assassin's Creed Shadow. I will say that. I will say also that this game will make its money back, and the reason why I say that because Assassin's Creed Shadow cost between about 250 to 350K. If you include marketing, I guess you could say about maybe like add like maybe like 10 to 20 more million to that if you probably a little bit more if you include marketing and not to mention the delays to like do some touch-ups and redesigns for the game after the complaints. So and the game sold about, I think according to the numbers, it only sold like about 3.4 million copies. So it didn't even make its money back. The first Ghost of Tsushima, their budget was 60 million. The game sold over 13 million copies. Obviously, it made its money back. And I believe the budget for this game is something similar. So this will easily make its money back, in my opinion. Will it be good though in terms of the story? That is where the issue. That is where the main thing is. Like, will the story be good? Will word of mouth of this game be good?
what I'm talking about. This game is not even going to come near to the, I would say, the shitty sales and the shitty press that Assassin's Creed Shadows did. It's going to be, this game is going to do way better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's not even going to be close. But I'm going to show y'all why y'all need to worry about this, right? So apparently, and listen, I'm going to check my sources because I actually did. I already knew about this stuff. So this is the senior writer of Ghost of Yotei. Worked on Ghost of Yotei, and this is his repertoire, right? He was full-time, 8 years and 6 months at BioWare as a senior narrative designer / writer on, you know what? Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Top surgery scars are also included.
That's a big fucking red flag.
That's a huge, huge red flag. And even the second one after it, like, he was a senior writer, narrative designer for Anthem. And Anthem was a huge failure for BioWare. That game flopped. So the fact that he's attached to Ghost of Yotei is a huge red flag. Huge red flag all around the board. Because he worked on 2 major games, being one of the senior writers for 2 games that flopped. 2 games that flopped. And I'm guessing after he wrote, actually no, they said he was there till 2019. So, interesting. No, because I thought he would have left like after the game released. Because I feel like if he left as soon as the game released, I feel like that would have been the red flag right there. But actually, no, this is still a red flag. But I feel like it would have been more on the nose if he would have left as soon as the game released. But either way, it's still a red flag. It is still a red flag. You should be worried for this game if you are a fan of Ghost of Tsushima. You should be worried right now. I'm worried right now because you look at the people who are working on this game. It's not just this person too. There's other people who worked on Dragon Age who's working on this game. So obviously this is a huge red flag, and I'm starting to see why they hired someone like Erika Ishii to be the lead for this game, because she was also in Dragon Age 2, and I think she got like some award for like it's called like the Gamer Awards. When I mean Gamer Awards, I mean like it's called like, it's spelled out GAY and then MERS Award, like Gamers Award. And it's just like, yeah, I'm very worried for this game. I am extremely worried for this game. I am terrified for this game. Because I don't want this game to suck. Like, I want this game to be good. Like, I really want it to be good.
I just stop. I don't like to beat a dead horse. I don't like to do that shit. If I talk about it 1 or 2 times, I don't need to talk about you some more, because I'm going to kill you when I do it first time. The second time, I'm coming to a funeral. So, but this one right here, you got John Dombrow and Courtney Woods were both narrative writers on Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game that faced criticism. I wonder why. So you know what's happening right now? Ever since that bitch who is a transformer left the studio head, right? Who left?
This was the head of the game. During the game's production, he obviously went through a transition, and you can basically see why the game came out the way it did. This was the head rock. This was the lead creator for the game, and I want you to keep this in mind, guys. The last Dragon Age game, I forgot what year it came out. I think it was like 2013, 2014. That game was Game of the Year. It was a staple in the gaming community. The last Dragon Age game. Like, this is what you guys gotta understand. These people will literally come inside of these properties just to ruin it, just so they can push their own ideology into people's faces because they believe that their lifestyle is good and they want you to accept them. That's literally what it is. They don't care if they ruin a property or not. They'll just come in, ruin your property, and then move on to the next.
Dragon Age of Velgar, since they were the head writer, and Dragon Age of Velgar was basically their fetish, I would say, fantasy project for their ideology and propaganda. They left the studio while the ship was sinking and just said, fuck all the workers, right? So the workers who was there were filling out applications like crazy because they were actually going to get left in the water. A couple studios picked these people up, sent lifeboats out there to save them. These two were one of them. Well, these two were one of those people who got saved. And apparently, Sucker Punch said, come over here, we got you. We're going to throw you a buoy so you can come over here. And
So obviously, after Ghost of Tsushima 1, Sucker Punch went through like a major rehaul in terms of staff. Like, I seen the picture a couple of years ago. The staff is majority female now. Because the three main guys that worked on Ghost of Tsushima, they're not there anymore. Like I said, this game was in Ghost of Tsushima, the first game, started production back in 2014, 2015. So after they created the game, they left. I saw the video of how they talked about majority female. And like I said, I don't have a problem with females working in certain spaces. The problem is some of these females are just not gamers. Because the average gamer is a male. Like, that's just the cold hard facts. The average gamer is a male. And I'm just gonna be honest, most of these female gamers just don't like gaming for what it is. Like, I'm just gonna be completely brutally honest. And I'm just really worried about this game, especially seeing the type of people they picked up to work for the studio.
you can still be on our boat. You should have let the motherfuckers drown. But because you saved them, you let me know exactly what's going on. You took them in, even though their resume does not inquire you to hire them. They're part of a failure studio.
And you gotta keep this in mind too. Sucker Punch is already like a staple in the gaming industry. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Infamous. Infamous comes from Sucker Punch. Really good game. I really hope we get a remaster for that game, but all the Infamous games come from Sucker Punch. That's the studio that's behind that. And like I said, Sucker Punch hit gold when they made Ghost of Tsushima, and I feel like they're gonna give that up depending on how this game does. They're gonna give up the gold if this game fails.
All their products down the shitter, including Mass Effect, and you decided to hire people from this studio, is literally activism. That is the only reason why you would fucking hire these people and send them a lifeboat. Activism. And you love the politics. So, people have a right to be, I would say, super skeptical about this game in general and what direction this game is going to face. Anybody saying that these people are being anti-woke grifters just for no reason, you're fooling yourself. I know some people are just going to do the shit regardless. I know. I'm going to give y'all a benefit of the doubt. I know there's going to be people that's just going to be like, fuck everything is going to be woke, even if they got a female character. I understand these people exist. But you cannot do that with this case. You can't. There's too much around it. That literally is like a smoking gun. It only, listen, you have to be a super open-minded individual, and I don't put that on people to be super open-minded, especially when it comes to optional products. These are optional products for entertainment. You don't have to buy them.
And he has a point. Like, there are some people saying that they're not going to play this shit because, oh, it's a female, you know, not it's this shit's woke. And I understand that, but like I said before, I don't have a problem with female-led games. But the problem is, especially like with the evidence that's been shown before you in terms of the background of these creatives who are working on this game, and the lead actress for this game, it's literally painted on the wall. Like they literally like painted like a huge red flag on the game. Literally. It's like someone went to Sucker Punch and just painted a red flag. Like all the signs are there. And that's why I'm just really, really worried for this game. I'll go as far as to say I think it might be worse than Spider-Man 2 in terms of the story, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. Because I want this game to succeed because I love the first game. Like I am a fan of this franchise. Like I put this game in arguably like my top 5. That's how good this game is. Like I replayed this game like 5 times in a matter of like 3 to 4 months when it first came out. This game is amazing. And oh man. This society really doesn't want you to love entertainment anymore. They really don't want you to love entertainment. They don't want you to feel that escapism. They just don't want you to.
You're not missing out, or you're not enhancing your life if you do partake in these, right? So I don't put it on anybody to force them to play something that they don't want to play. It's their choice. It's their money. But what I will say is this. I understand them. And they have the right to do that. It's not the customer's job to basically keep your studio afloat. You have to market yourself to us. And if you don't market yourself to us correctly, you're going to fucking die. How hard is this to understand? If you're not giving gamers what they want, instead of giving people this bullshit, this was a bad decision to hire her. Number one, she's fat. Number two,
like this was a huge, huge red flag. Like I said this before, out of all people to hire, why would you pick her? Like, I'm just being honest. Let's take out the raging leftist, the lesbian stuff, and the and her outlandish ideology out of the picture for a second. I'm just gonna be honest here. Like, I'm not trying to say it peace to the male gaze, but bro, like, I just don't find this person attractive whatsoever. Like, maybe she does this on purpose because she's lesbian, but this is just not attractive. And it's just amazing. It's just clueless to me. See, and this is another problem I have with gaming too. They because I believe before they would get models to scan the models and then they'll have other people to voice the characters. Nowadays they'll scan the model and have that same model voice the character, and I feel like that's a problem in my personal opinion because they're doing it for so many games where it's to a point where, oh, this is the same character from this game in terms of like how they look and their voice. I truly wish I really would rather if they just get a Japanese model, they scan her, and if they wanted her to like voice her, then by all means do it. I would have been okay with that. Because I believe for the Sector gender swap, I believe they scanned her too, and she voiced because she plays a gender swapped Sector in the recent Mortal Kombat game, which failed terribly. And I don't know whose bright idea it was to gender swap Cyrax and Sector, but I believe they scanned her to play Sector, and obviously she voiced Sector. So I don't know, man. It's just like, why would you pick her, man?
she's ugly. I'm just gonna rip the bandit. I don't give a fuck, for real. She is. Because she don't mind saying negative shit to people in general. Her whole social media account is an activist platform. So she puts her personal feelings out there all the fucking time. I don't give a fuck. She's ugly as hell. She's ugly, she's fat, she's unattractive, she's out of shape, and she has the nerve. Look at how...
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I just cannot take this seriously. Like, for me, it's just the build. It's the build, man. I just cannot take this seriously, man. Like I don't like seriously. Why couldn't they find a hot Japanese model, scan them, and then have her voice her? I don't even know if she's Japanese. Now that I think about it, is she Japanese? Hold on, I need to hold on. Let me hold on, hold on. That's actually a good question. Erica, what's her name? Erica Ishii. How the fuck you spell her name? There we go. Erica Ishii. I have a voice at the host. They're also known for. Yeah, they. Uh. She's Japanese. Alright, okay, so she is Japanese. Okay, alright, so he is Japanese. But still, out of all people to pick, like, I'm sorry, man. And then for those of you who were here for the reveal last week, like her voice just like ugh, I'm sorry, man, the voice just doesn't sound good to me.
Oh, look how big her face is to her neck.
Yeah, like this is one of the main reasons why I just can't take this seriously.
What do you call this body size? What do you call this? What do you call this this body makeup? I don't think anybody even know what this is. Nobody has a word for it yet. It didn't exist until her. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She purposely did this to herself to become unappealing to men. Because she's a fake lesbian.
Exactly. I 100% believe that some females do this purposely. Same with the females who purposely like shave their head to go bald. I 100% believe they do this purposely just so men don't come near them. I feel like these are females that just don't like men. They don't like masculinity. 100% believe that. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, and all the gay people know exactly what I'm talking about when I mean fake lesbian. She's a lesbian for the internet. Enough said. Do I have to dive deeper into that? I don't think I do. She's literally a person who will say all this negative shit on Twitter and everything, right? And you put something out like this with your face, with your body type, with your cringy ass. This looks so stupid. This looks so dumb.
Like I said, I just feel like it looks dumb because of her body type. Like the body type just looks so weird to me. It just does not look good, especially with how she's doing this. Like I feel like if she was fit, it would have been better. Even though the movement is kind of cringe, I feel like if she was a bit more fit, like if she didn't look like this, it would have been better.
What the fuck are you doing? And you know what's funny? They made her skinnier in the game. Which means
and that's the thing I do want to bring up. In the game, they made her skinny.
Just used her face. They used her face, her dumbass looking fat face, and then they completely slimmed her down to make her have a regular body in the game. Which means I'm gonna call you out on this though too. Since you wanna, let's be fair across the board, right? I'm all for making people more attractive. I'm all for it. But the people that y'all hire, they don't care about that shit. She would basically say, this is my body, my choice. I get to look like this all I want. My body isn't meant to be gooned over. You know what these people say, right? So why'd you make her slim? Why'd you make her skinny? You made her skinny because of what reason? You guys don't have a problem with pushing your agenda in everything else, but you put her face in the game, didn't put her body in it. I would rather have you put her body in the game. That way I would know that you're genuine. If you put her body in the game, and her face, and then you just was like, this is the character, if you don't like it, fuck y'all. I would rather have y'all do that. But y'all fake as fuck, because y'all actually agree with us. Y'all are just so anti-us that y'all fight against the thing that y'all actually believe, just because y'all don't like us. Did that make sense? I think it did. Y'all understand what gamers want.
The problem is they know what gamers want. Like they know what gamers want, but they believe, like they come up with this ideology. Like I said, like I feel like Sweet Baby Inc. was like one of the major people who touched up on this. They truly believe that gaming is made for white straight males, and they think that's a problem. Like that's literally what Kim Belair said in her interview. She literally said that, and I feel like this is how most of these weirdos in gaming now think, and it's a problem because obviously, like we see, like in the past couple of years, we've seen studios, we've seen developers either shut down or lay off hundreds of their employees due to all this BS happening in gaming.
Don't fuck with us that much that you don't care. But you cannot lie about her body type. That's why you changed it. Fat shaming. You're fat shaming. You changed her. Why'd you change her body? Why isn't there no feminists on this platform who follow her that are actually bitching about you changing her body type? She doesn't look like this. Let me show you what she looked like in the game. That is not her body. Why'd you change her? Is she not good enough?
Yeah.
Is she not good enough, or is she not? I know y'all like to say cis. Y'all like to do that cis word bullshit. Is she not cis woman enough for you? You had to change her body type.
I still don't even understand what the fuck that shit means. Like cis, what I don't get what that shit is. Like, what's the difference between a woman and a cis woman? I don't get that. Like, is a cis woman still a biological female? Like, I'm still confused by that. All these new gender terms, like, man, they really want people to believe that gender is a spectrum.
Because you already know that if she looks like this, oh my God, you're not getting no sales. You're getting zero. You went halfway. You had to literally give us her face, but you didn't give her the body. And that's because you know she's fat. She's unattractive. You know that. See, these people who make these games know exactly what we want. They just literally choose to give us not what we want. You guys get what I'm saying right now? And we're going to say what...
And like I said, Sony was literally left in the dark. Sony Japan was left in the dark because they had no idea that they were changing the main character from this game. Because they thought it was always going to be Jin. And that's why I keep saying that Sony Interactive Entertainment in LA, that shit needs to be shut down, man. It needs to shut down, or it needs to go through a major staff rehaul. Because they're the one who are pushing this weird shit.
Okay, listen. I told you I'm going to talk about a lot more shit, right? But we're going to get down to this. Let me just tell you guys something right quick. You should be worried about this game. Is the game going to be fun? Probably. Is the game going to look good? Yes. All the gameplay, listen, all the video game stuff, the shit that matters, the shit that actually matters, right? It's going to be, I think that it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassin's Creed Shadows and their formula is fucking old, tiring. Nobody care. Listen, Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be boring anyway. I don't care if they had Yasuke in the game. I don't care if the game was woke. It was going to be boring, regardless. I'm tired of Assassin's Creed's formula. Ghost of Yotei, on the other hand, is fun. The combat is better. The world is better. So, is the game on the gameplay forte going to be probably good? Yes. Are people going to care? No. Because of this. They're not going to give a shit because of this stupid bitch's face. They're not going to... Bro, listen. This is going to be the reason why people are not going to buy this game. It's because of her. The gaming awards.
Yeah,
She's
that's what I was talking about. Like the gaming awards. Like whoever came up with this needs to get slapped in the face. What was this? She got voice actor of the year. This is like look at that. They, she, what the fuck? Did I say he? They, she, he. Wow. They made sure to put those pronouns there. They, she, he. Sounds like a name. They, she, he. They, she, he. Like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid.
Fucking political activist statement. They're not going to give it a chance because of her. And y'all hired her knowing this. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm curious to know who the fuck is sponsoring this awards, the gaming awards. Like, who the fuck is sponsoring this shit? I want to know who's even hosting this shit, and who even goes. Like, this can't be something they do like in person. This has to be something that's done like on Zoom or something. Like there is no way that they are renting out a venue and doing this and people are actually coming. Like there's no way. There's no way.
Fuck yourself. Y'all did. Y'all did. Ghost of Tsushima legacy. Jin Sakai's legacy died with her. She's gonna kill it. Literally. And I don't mean it in a good way. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. I want to get going because I'm tired.
But yeah, I just wanted to play this video talking about it. But like I said, I'm really worried about Ghost of Yotei now, especially with most of the staff coming from Dragon Age Veilguard from BioWare. So I'm extremely worried for the story. Even for the gameplay aspect, because there's some gameplay mechanics, I'm just going to be honest, I'm kind of upset that they took out from the first game. Like, I'm really upset that they took out the sword stances and they replaced it with different weapons. From what it looks like they replaced the sword stances with the different various weapons that she has. And like I said, I'm kind of not a fan of that. I feel like they should have kept the sword stances and then, like, you know, you can still add those different variations of weapons. But I don't know, man. I want it to be a good game. Like, I really do. I really want this to be a good game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But let's transition here. The next video I want to talk about is a video released by Monte Sensei. I believe this came out today. Kind of goes into the point where I said that Japan knows how to write better characters than the West, especially female characters. So let's take a look into this.
The reason why I love women in anime is the reason why others despise them. And it's because the character archetypes vary, ranging from different personalities, rather than this purposeful, narrow force-feeding of unlikable ones. First, you had the fun wild card, loves to drink, whom I would love to go shot for shot with.
Now it's time for all.
One of the best written females ever. One of the best written females. If you watch this series, you guys know what I'm talking about. I actually need to rewatch this. It's been years since I watched this. I need to watch this series again. Black Lagoon. I heard the manga came back too. But yeah, one of the best written females.
All of us to go shot for shot.
Bring us all the Bacardi you got right now!
Spontaneous, unpredictable, never knowing where things are headed next, always keeping the show interesting. Second, you have the femme fatales, which is really hated by some because, God forbid, a woman uses her sexual appeal to lure in her prey.
Even Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop was well written. The anime, not the Netflix live action.
Instantly become dumbfounded by.
Hi.
You looking for some action?
Well, you might say that. A certain kind of action.
I'm all yours.
Put your hand.
I love Wendy Lee. She does a good job playing roles. Faye Valentine, Yoruichi, I love her when she plays those two roles.
Hands up.
Makes sense to me, but it's Armageddon for others. Then you have the ones who embrace their womanhood, full of feminine grace. The ones that have a pretty smile that'll melt your heart, with an angelic-like presence that'll stun any man being in awe of. Wife and material all the way. Even tomboys who themselves are a knockout beauty, voluptuous, very likable to watch, able to hang out with the fellas instead of man-hating, who at times crave to embrace their...
And that's the thing too. Even when they write female characters who have like this boyish personality, they still make them feminine. Like they still show them like they're females. You know, they have crushes. They want to be pretty and feminine. Like, bro, they still make these females be females, and they give them personality and character.
Femininity as well to attract the man they have a crush on.
Would he like me better if I acted more like a girl? I'm his fiance, but he treats me like one of the guys.
Along with a mixed bag of other funny women who all overlap. The tsundere type who jokingly has a cold attitude towards the guy, adding to the humor of it all, that eventually warms up to them. But what all of these types have in common that serves as the ultimate reason women in anime get hated on so much is that they're all attractive, beautifully designed, fitting the feminine physique we all love to see.
Look, she bending over. Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Let's not forget the exceptional and well-appreciated jiggle physics.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, okay, cheeky, yeah. Come on, baby, give it to me. Yes, yes, yes. No, no.
Offering great fan service, which this alone triggers them the most. And with anime being so popular, it's funny to watch journalists find clever ways to navigate justifying their reasoning for watching, even though anime as a
Yeah, and they find this so problematic. Mind you, this is a Japanese thing. This is a Japanese thing. And apparently they just want the Japanese to stop doing this because they find it, it's quote unquote hurting the character of the female. It's quote unquote appealing to the male gaze. And it's unnecessary. And I will say there are certain times where fan service is kind of unnecessary, but at the same time, you know, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a female showing some cleavage? What's wrong with her, you know, being feminine, wearing attractive clothing? What is wrong with that? She's a female. I feel like we're evolving into a society where we don't want females to be females anymore. We don't want them to be attractive. I feel like that's where we're going as a society.
whole goes against every bit of their narrative they would like it to be instead. Dandadan's Momo is anime's rebellion against the most sexist Hollywood trope. Reese Witherspoon, which is random as hell, has often voiced her disapproval with how female characters are treated, but Momo from Dandadan would undoubtedly make her proud. And here's the clip this journalist linked to relate to Momo's character somehow.
Women are underrepresented and underpaid in leadership positions. Under 5% of CEOs of Fortune 500 companies are women. Only 19% of Congress is women. No wonder we don't have the health care we deserve, or paid family leave, or public access to early childhood education.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
And a pool of female anime characters who pale.
I don't understand females who say shit like that, because you gotta remember, most of the reason why there's that low a percentage of females in these positions is because most females aren't going for those type of positions. You gotta put that in mind. Like, this has been proven in so many studies.
Painfully in comparison to their male counterparts, Momo stands out with her strong personality. She is among the few characters that don't fall into the category that Witherspoon so vehemently disapproves of. Up till now, we thought Momo was revolutionary in the anime sphere, but she's equally impressive for defying Hollywood's problematic practices. This whole statement sounds like it was written by someone suffering from schizophrenia. It's all over the place and such a mixed match, like what the hell does this have to do with that? It's one of those, how can I find a way to suck the fun out of the room and politicize this?
That's literally what it
is.
is.
Lack of
That's
women
literally
in
what it
CEO
is.
positions have to do with Momo in the story of Dandadan, a character who fights spirits and at times works alongside them. Many characters are written in a one-dimensional.
Like, that's literally what it is. If something is popular, these people will literally go out of their way to, like, just critique it and find something so they can talk about to justify why it's not good, like why it's wrong, like why we shouldn't praise it. Like, they will literally jump through hoops just to do that. And it's just like, dude, like, why are you trying to take away people's fun? Like, dude, like, people who have this weird mindset of, like, trying to take away people's fun no matter what it is, even if it's like something genuine, you have a serious issue. Like, you are someone who is living a miserable life, and you need to go outside and get some sunshine. Because it's just insane to me. Like, this is fucking anime. Like, this is anime. This is fucking nerd culture. And I said this before, like, anime becoming so mainstream has just been, like, the biggest mistake to ever happen. Anime, video games, it's the biggest mistake to ever happen. it should never have gone mainstream. We should have stayed where we were from the 90s, or, well, I would say like the early 2000s.
Stereotypical way, especially female characters, who are treated as tools to attract eyeballs or damsels in distress that make the hero look better.
So?
Reese Witherspoon hates the idea of women not knowing what to do. This obsession with Witherspoon is kind of funny, I'll admit, but one thing these types fail to understand is that these characters speak to the innate desires of the people viewing them. Guys look to be the savior of the people they want to protect, and the hero that saves the day rescuing the woman they love deeply. What's the problem with that? There's nothing.
And that's how you know these people don't like these properties, because when they critique this stuff, they always critique it from a Western perspective.
Wrong with this. This has to be one of the biggest psyops in the world to convince people there's something inherently evil about that. It's a huge motivator for men, period. So when we see it on the screen, it's something that automatically connects with us. And I hate to break it to these activist types, but many women, secretly I believe all, even the ones that protested the most, desire the man that can sweep them off their feet and capable of saving them in any dire situation that proves to be a peril. This is why these stories have been so successful since the dawn of man. I would say Okarune's feelings for Momo is what motivates him the most to being better and becoming stronger. I would also say it's the reason why Fragrant Flowers Bloom with Dignity is highly anticipated this season. It plays into those themes of a beautiful feminine woman who meets this beast of a guy. At least that's how people understand.
From what I heard, it's being held by the Netflix jail, but you know, people are going out of their way to watch it. I don't blame them for that. I think it's kind of insane that Netflix is still doing the whole Netflix jail thing. Like, just release it. I think the last time Netflix were doing the jail thing was back when Seven Deadly Sins first aired. I don't know why they're still doing that, because I'm pretty sure isn't Dan on Netflix, and they're releasing that episode every week.
Story perceive them, and it follows that Beauty and the Beast kind of archetype, but just finds its own way of telling it. In news alert, people enjoy attractive characters.
No, I don't believe it.
Throughout the first season of Dan to Dan, Momo saved the day against almost every villain. Okarune's power can only be used for an extremely short period, and he quickly gets worn out. Momo carries the weight of all of the fights, ensuring everyone survives in the chaos of Dan to Dan. Literally, the last 2 episodes of making this video, Okarune and Gigi have been saving her ass. And I wonder, is she going to stop watching the show now because of that? Is it too offensive?
I'm gonna cry.
But the thing is, them saving Momo, there's nothing wrong with that, nor when it's vice versa. But this feeds into my point I've made a few videos back of the difference in how fans will view and critique entertainment and how journals will do so. All they see is women must be like men and strong at all times. Femininity is disease that women must reject. And I've stated this already, but to them, a woman who is feminine, soft-spoken, pure, they see them as a character that's underdeveloped, like they're defective somehow, malfunctioning if they aren't imitating a man at every second being masculine. And that's just an observation I've seen repeatedly.
Message!
Female characters in shonen are often pushed to the sidelines or reduced to the role of the protagonist's love interest.
Duh.
That's because
I mean, you gotta remember, shonen is primarily aimed at young teens, at young teen boys. So, again, I say this all the time. There is a plethora of genres in manga and anime. Like, there's so many genres. If you're looking for something, go look for that. Go into that genre.
because shonen is a genre that mainly caters to males' interests or what they want to see. But as I mentioned before, these people have an obsession with shonen, constantly complaining about it but still choose to only watch shonen, wanting to change everything about it. That's like getting mad at a gay romance story because it doesn't have a straight lead.
Dumbass.
us.
It's typical in shonen for the woman to be the love interest, and there's nothing wrong if her role doesn't go beyond that. This is like a soft manipulative conditioning to convince people there's something wrong if that's the case when it's not. If the main character is a guy, then all the other characters should assist and revolve around him. His character development takes priority. And if that's something that's not for you, there's thousands, literally thousands of other anime that offer exactly what you're looking for of many genres.
Thank you.
And here's another article of someone trying to rationalize fan service in Chainsaw Man. How is Chainsaw Man unproblematic despite Fujimoto's constant fan service? The fan service in Chainsaw Man is narratively important. As a result, we see how shallow a concept it is. Generally, female characters, of course, here they go, are sabotaged greatly for the sake of fan service. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
These people are really delusional, man, and they're just not fans of these properties.
Because I love how these journalists keep proving my point. Chainsaw Man uses fan service to drive a point home. The characters are flawed, somewhat corrupt, but extremely lonely. They're taking it one day at a time. Every character clings to someone or something to survive in this world. Fan service is a shallow concept, but it helps Denji. However, the pointlessness is also addressed with urgency. Chainsaw Man is the best example of how to do fan service right without making the character suffer.
Shut when you think about it.
Like I said, these people will reach for the stars to justify their reasoning to watch something that goes against their activist narratives.
Exactly.
This attempt to intellectualize fan service is so desperate it makes me pity these journalists. It's like that old Reese's commercial. There's no wrong way to do fan service. As the creator of Kill la Kill said in his defense of fan service, this is what we need to do for the sake of humanity's immunity.
Damn straight.
Hell yes.
But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like I said, I love...
But yeah, very good video from Monte Sensei, as usual. Give him a follow. But yeah, I agree. The Japanese know what they're doing. They know how to entertain people. Why do you think anime is at a position it's in right now? Like, these streaming platforms are jumping through hoops just to have certain series on their platforms. But yeah, these people just don't understand how some of these genres work and how certain series work, because I feel like they're kind of conflicting their ideals with how to write a good character, and because of that, they're inserting too many personal things, too many idiotic ideologies, and that's why these characters, especially like in terms of female characters, are just written so incredibly bad. But I unfortunately will have to end the stream here. It's been lagging a bit, so I'm gonna end it here. I'll probably talk about the next two things tomorrow. I do want to do a stream tomorrow. And Sunday it's probably going to be like a drawing stream. But for now, I'm just going to stream mostly on the weekends for now, because I'm busy during the week. So I'm just going to stream, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, mostly in the evening. Sunday, it might be like a little bit later in the afternoon, just to do like a drawing stream. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'm still working on this drawing for Don Machi. Like I already showed you guys before, I drew Belle, drew Hestia, drew Makoto, and I'm working on Wealth right now, and I also drew Lily. Haruhime, I might redraw Haruhime. But yeah, next stream I'm going to start off by inking him with the black ink. And yeah, I'm gonna start doing this on Sunday. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by, joining me on the stream. It's much appreciated. Make sure you follow me on social media. Links will be in the description. Join the Discord. And I hope you guys have a good night. But that's all I have for this one. This is the Waybler, and I'm signing out.